Welcome back to Dr. Karen's Math Hacks. Today we're going to talk about when you have to do math using multiple units, like feet and inches or cups and pints, that type of thing. What can really be tricky is when you're subtracting and the number you're subtracting is larger than the number that you're subtracting from. So let's take a look at how to do that. All right, let's look at some numbers. Let's look at 3 feet, 6 inches, minus 1 foot, 9 inches. The key idea that makes this easier is that we separate the units. We treat them like two separate equations, all right? With the exception that we can borrow for this one from this one, okay? So we can't subtract 9 inches from 6 inches, right? So we have to borrow one. So what we're doing is we are taking one of these feet and we are cutting it into 12 pieces. So we add 12 to this side. Okay? If we add it to that 6, that makes us 18. 18 minus 9 is 9 inches. 2 feet minus 1 foot is 1 foot. All right, there's another way that we can do that when we're borrowing. So once we're adding that 12 inches, we can add it to the minus 9 instead. What we had here was 6 minus 9, right? And then when we borrowed, we added another 12 in there. We can put it on this side and do this part first. Then we have 6 plus 3 is 9. That might be easier for some people to deal with. All right? It doesn't matter which one we add it to, as long as we're adding it to this column. Let's look at another example. Let's say we have 4 gallons, 2 quarts, and we're subtracting 1 gallon, 3 quarts. We split it down the middle so that we've got 2 separate quantities. Now 3 quarts cannot be subtracted from 2 quarts. We can, but you have a negative number. So we have to borrow 1. So it's 4 quarts to the gallon. So we're going to change this 4 to a 3 and add 4 quarts over here. All right. So what we could do is 4 quarts plus 2 quarts is 6 quarts, minus 3 quarts is 3 quarts. That's one way. Another way is to go 4 quarts minus 3 quarts is 1 quart, plus 2 quarts is 3 quarts. All right. The third way is 2 quarts minus 3 quarts equals minus 1 quart, plus 4 quarts is 3 quarts. Any way you do it, this is 3 quarts. On this is 2 gallons. Let's do feet and inches. Since I put them into 2 different columns, I can just label the top of the column and not have to label all the numbers. So we'll have feet and inches. So if we have 6 feet, 3 inches minus 3 feet, 9 inches. We have that. So now when we change from feet to inches, it's times 12, right? So we change this to 5 feet, and then we're adding 12 inches to this side. So if we add it to the 9, we get 3 plus 3 equals 6. 5 minus 3 equals 2. So 2 feet, 6 inches. If we add it to the 3, we get 15 inches. Minus 9 inches is 6 inches. So it's the same thing. If we do this subtraction, we have minus 6 and then we add in the 12 inches, and we get 6 inches. Again, same thing. So you just have to keep the quantity separate. And every time you jump over this line, whether you're converting something from this way to this way or this way to that way, that's when you do the conversion. That way you don't get your numbers mixed up. Let's try one more going the other way. If we're adding, all right, so we've got, we'll use feet and inches again. So if we got 5 feet, 8 inches, and we're adding 2 feet, 9 inches. Okay, now we're not borrowing, but we have 17 inches here and 7 here. So we want to subtract 12, and when we put that over here, it comes as a 1. So 8 feet, 5 inches. So when we go from the smaller number to the bigger number, we divide by the conversion factor. And when we go from the bigger number to the smaller number, we multiply times the conversion factor. In this case, the conversion factor is 12 inches equals 1 foot. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing or hitting the like button. I'll be posting another math hack next week.